Ladies and gentlemen, this is Frostbite, and I'm coming to you with another Ships on Coin. Now, this particular one is a Rwandan, and this is actually a coin. This is not a round. It's actually the 2021 Rwandan 1 ounce silver nautical ounce. It is a Sedov proof, and this series was released in 2017. This is the fifth version of this particular annual release, and is one of the more stunning of the series, especially when you see the Sedov in full sails. Now, this is quite remarkable. When I saw this coin, I was quite taken by the design of this. This is an amazing looking ship. This is the legendary Sedov. Now, as legal tender, this offering by Rwanda displays the obverse of, let's go back here, to the large coat of arms and the Republic of Rwanda centered there with the inscription include Banki Nyerku Rwanda Afrikamanagan Marango Ineteni. Probably massacred the heck out of that, so forgive me if I have. But the face value on this is 50 francs. You can see that down at the bottom. The reverse also features, as I said before, the Sedov in full sails. Now, this basic design was the first 4 releases of the nautical ounce, with a ship accompanying a highly stylized compass. This compass is amazing. Absolutely love this compass. And the navigation markers across the ley lines here to represent points upon a map. So again, I really like the ley lines that are here. And then again, as stated before, you have this really nice nautical inset at the top. And so, but you can see that inlay there. Just an absolutely gorgeous reverse proof. I mean, you can see just the details, the sails just screaming as I shift it in the light. It's absolutely amazing. I'll talk a little bit more about the coin in particular. As I stated before, it is the 5th one. It is 1 ounce of 999 fine. It does have a COA. Now, I'm not sure if I have the COA for this particular coin. I'm going to have to look and see if I can find that. But this is definitely one, because of its amazing design, that I'm going to be keeping in my personal stack. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to talk a little bit about the legend of the Sedov. Now, formerly the Magdalene Vinne II and the Commodore Johnson, this is a 4-masted steel bark that for almost 80 years was the largest traditional sailing ship in operation. Now, it was built originally as a German cargo ship, and it set sail training the University of Kaliningrad, at St. Petersburg and Astrakhan. She participates regularly in maritime international events and is very much used in the same manner in which the USS Constitution is for the United States. Now, a little bit about this particular one. The Magdalene Vinne II, 1921 to 1936, was an original name. The follow-up name was the Commodore Johnson of 1938 to 1948. The ship's keel was laid in 1919, or ordered in 1919. The keel was laid in 2020, and it was launched a little over a year later on the 23rd of March in 1921. After performing some basic sea trials, it would be commissioned later that year. The ship itself was launched by the Friedrich Krupp Germanowitz company, the A.F. Vinne Company of Britain. This was one of the largest German shipping companies that had started in the 20th century. Now, the company initially intended for this to have an engine, but the shipyard successfully argued for an engine, making the first sailing ship designed with an auxiliary design for the modern principles. So this was both a sailing vessel as well as a engine-powered vehicle. Now, it's very important that this happened because we're talking about 1921, and she continues to sail today. Now, the Sedov came under Russian state ownership after the surrender of Germany. Now, this happened on the 20th of December, 1945. The British handed the ship over to the Soviet Union as reparation for the war. Now, the Soviet Union converted it into a sailing vessel that was utilized for the Soviet Navy. They renamed it the Sedov after the Arctic explorer Georgy Sedov, who died during an investigation of the Arctic in 1914. Now, she was used as a training ship for the Navy in 1952 to 1957, and then from 57 to 66, she was used for oceanographic research in the North Atlantic. 1966, she was transformed to the Kronstadt, under which civil ownership of the Ministry of the Fisheries. And then in 1981, she would reappear for renovation and then be put in the Baltic Division of Training Ships in Riga, where she would begin training for cadets in the School of Navigation in Kaliningrad and Murmansk. So there's a lot of history in this particular ship. I would like to know more about this particular one. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this one. This has been a fun ship to look at. There's still a lot of information on this particular ship, talking about World War II and its efforts. I'll probably do a follow-up video after I'm able to get a little bit more information. So if this is something you're interested in, please smash that like, comment down below telling me that you'd be interested in a second series on this particular ship, and I will continue to do some research and see what else I can find. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, this is Frostbite. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful evening.